Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the VW ID7. This is a VW press day that I'm at, so we call these smash and grabs. Basically we get about an hour with the car, which isn't very long obviously. This is the first time I've ever been in this car, that's the first thing to say. So this is going to be completely a first impressions. Key things you need to know: the basic on the road price is just over £42,000. Top speed 112 miles an hour, 0 to 62 in 6.6 seconds. The range is 373 miles. This has 96%. That's telling me there's 338 miles in the tank. Interesting. Right, let's get going. First impressions of this interior. Well, the very first thing I've noticed is the really tiny little display behind the steering wheel. This is what is really kind of interesting about modern cars, is that they have brand new takes on things like this. The dash in every car I've driven for the last 30 years has been much bigger than that. This is tiny because we don't need much on there. It's all about the main display, and there's not much going on in here in terms of buttons. So we have a load of storage, actually, 2 great big cup holders, lots of space here to put stuff on. I'm guessing that is a Qi charger, I think it is. We can close that off as well. That feels quite nice. I drove an Audi Q6 recently and I didn't like the thing that went over the cup holders. That feels better on this. But there's no buttons. We don't have any buttons for the climate. It's all built into the system. Where is the drive select? It's here. Okay. Ooh, that's different. So you twist the stalk. There we go. Drive. Feels like a very nice place to sit, actually. This is a nice car. That's the immediate thought I have. I don't know if you can hear that on the mic, but I do like the indicator sound. That's important. I like that sort of stuff. 2 big tests for me when it comes to the quality of an interior. One of them is the center console thing. For me, this has to not creak. So when I put my leg against it, if it creaks, I've had this with cars that I've bought in the past and it's really annoyed me. That, for me, is a sign of poor quality control or just poor quality in general. Really pushing my leg against it, nothing at all. That's good. The second test is the indicator stalks, and in this case, the drive selector stalk. The plastic is a little bit plasticky, but they're big and chunky, and they do feel okay, actually. They don't feel too bad. Right, let's put my foot down a little bit. Okay, progressive acceleration, that's the best way of putting that. However, I'm in eco mode, I've just realised. Put it in sport, why not? This is a slightly clearer bit of road. Let's put the foot down in sport. Okay, again, not biblical, not like throw your head into the back of the seat type stuff. They have made this fast. I mean, again, I haven't fully tested it out, and I can only test it out so much, obviously, without breaking the law. But it feels like they've created a car here which is definitely quick enough to get you out of trouble. So if I need to overtake someone, or if I just need to put my foot down a little bit, there we go. It's just a nice wave of acceleration, and it's progressive. It comes in gently. The range, 315 miles with 94% remaining. It does make a difference once you breach that 300-mile range thing. You do start to trust the car a lot more on longer journeys, because EVs that have that fairly common 220-ish mile range. We've got a BMW iX1 at home, it has that kind of range, and for that reason we don't always take it on long journeys. We tend to take my car, which is a petrol car. So once you've gone past that 300-mile range, you do feel a lot more confident with it. And because this is clearly a car designed for families, it's all people with dogs and stuff, and people who go out and do things and perhaps drive long distances to do those things, it's the sort of range that you would want from a car like this. Got a few rattles here, just noticed. I don't know how many miles this car has done. I get a bit obsessive about rattles. Every car I buy myself, I get fed up if I hear a rattle and it really bothers me, and I end up taking it back and saying, look, can you fix this? And it goes back and forth between me and the dealer, and it's horrible. That aside, like I say, it's a very nice interior, and I'm liking that tiny little display behind the steering wheel more and more. I think what I need to do now is find somewhere where I can pull over and we can have a look at the car from the outside and just get a feel for what this thing looks like. Okay, I've parked up. This is what it looks like from the outside. It's a smart looking estate, actually. Obviously VW, because there's a huge VW badge, but if that wasn't there, you wouldn't immediately think VW. I do like the rear lights. If I turn it on, it's very bright here today, but this, there we go, this all lights up. So you get the rear lights, but you also get the VW light. It's illuminated in red, as you can see there. I saw one of these on the road yesterday, and I did like that. It really makes it stand out. Side skirts, nice black trim down here, which you can hopefully see. The wheels are 20s, they're 20-inch rims. That's quite impressive, because the road noise wasn't bad at all. There are cameras everywhere. We have a camera here. We have cameras on here as well. And because of that, you do get the overhead parking camera. This is what I was talking about a moment ago. It's well built and it feels good quality, but there's just so much space. I guess the thing is, you'd probably only have it half open most of the time, and you'd probably put your keys and stuff in that bit and just have the cup holders visible, I suppose. But it just feels, because when you close it, it's just this massive expanse of, you know, this plastic covering. What I'd like in place of that, please VW, is just a few more buttons. Because the one thing that was annoying me on the way here is the fact that there's no fiddly, twiddly, twirly volume knob, as it's technically known. Instead, we have the volume control here, which is like a sliding thing, a sliding, you know, touch-sensitive thing. Same thing for the climate, so you can do that with the heating controls as well. It's pretty responsive, it works well. And we do obviously get it's upside down now, but we do get a volume control on the steering wheel. But what I would love is just volume here and heater controls here. We could probably do away with a bit of this and have those controls. But apart from that, I do like this cabin. This has got some blue stuff going on here, little details here, which is very nice. The seats are great, very comfortable. I've got the ID branding on here. We've got this massive panoramic, not a sunroof because it doesn't open. The stereo is Harman Kardon. Had a very quick play with it, sounds nice. Harman Kardon, that's a good thing. You're in good hands with them. Let's check out the rear space for adults. Oh, loads of headroom. So I'm about 5'8", 5'9", depending on what day of the week it is. And yeah, loads of headroom there. What have we got here? We do have an armrest with some cup holders in there, and there is access. Ooh, put that back up. How does that work? Yeah, we do have access to the boot. On that note, let's check out the boot, shall we? I have been in here already because I've put my stuff in here. Pull that back. These are sometimes fiddly on certain cars. Is it fiddly on this one? Or am I just being an idiot? There we go. I'm probably just being an idiot. Huge boot. This is massive. This is a massive boot space. And is it a two-stage thing? Kind of, yeah. There's a flap here which reveals all of the charging cables. I like that actually, because quite often the charging cables are just thrown into the back of the boot and you don't really have any other space to put them. There's the thing here which I guess you pull, and yes, the seats go back. As you would expect from this is a huge, I was gonna say, as you would expect from an estate, this is big, but it is massive. If you put these seats down, you can get all sorts of stuff in there. First impressions of the ID.7, that it's immediately a nice car to drive. It's got the right amount of power and it's huge. You can get it's very, very practical. You can get a lot of stuff in here. You could get a lot of dogs in the back of there. You get kids quite happily in the rear, along with taller family members if you needed to. It looks good. I think this is a good looking car. Guys, thank you for watching this first impressions of the ID7. Make sure you hit subscribe, give the video a like if you've enjoyed it, and tell your mates. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. I'm back on the road now, and just very quickly, I've found the seat massage function. I don't know if this is like an add-on or whatever, but even if it is an add-on, pay for it. This is the first seat massaging thing I've had in a car that you can genuinely really feel. It feels like someone doing the whole kind of knee, you know, putting their fists into your back. Oh, so good. What if VW want this car back? I could just sit in this all day. Oh, so nice. I am taking the car back.